So being home is the whole goal. In your undividedness. And one of the ways to become increasingly undivided is by telling ourselves the truth. And it starts very close to home. How are you taking care of yourself? Are you honoring your body's needs? Are you listening to what your body needs? That's essential. So learning how to fine tune and listen to the most closest basic connection you have to yourself is being right here. And what is housing everything for you. So we clean up our act, we clean up our diet, we clean up relationships that may not be healthy, or we change our relationship to those relationships. We learn about boundaries and honoring ourselves, how to be kind to ourselves. That's all in this dialogue of being in integrity to truth. It's all contained. So we begin closest to home is right here. Am I being kind to myself? Is where we start. Not only with how we nourish ourselves, but also through our thoughts about how we view ourselves. If there are unkind thoughts, conditioning where we make ourselves wrong, are we pitted up against ourselves? Are we in an antagonistic relationship within? So this home is sacred. It's everything. It's the way you view life. It's through which that's the lens. It's not just the lens of mind that we view life. It's the way we care for ourselves. It's the way we view life. So you can see how very refined this gets. We're meant to be truth tellers, truth livers. Truth speakers, truth in action. It's really hard to hurt others unless it's not on purpose. You know, we all have some unconsciousness that's going to remain, but then we clean it up. But it's really hard to act and hurt others when we're really taking care and honoring and being in integrity to ourselves, being kind. So it's all an inside job. It starts here, starts within. Would you agree? Makes sense? Loving kindness, learning how to love yourself. It's not a selfish thing. Fall in love with yourself. Even with your funny parts of you, things you find funny that no one else does. You might find yourself funny and others don't. That's what my daughter says. You know what's funny is that you think you're funny because I laugh at my own jokes. It's just sort of like we're allowed, to be in delight. We're allowed and give permission to just like yourself. Start there. Are you a good person? Not from the outside, not how I would view you or somebody else, but do you feel like you're a good person? Are you doing your best to live in integrity? Something innately knows how you're doing. You innately know. We can't really live in denial. It doesn't work. It's a toxic. Denial is toxic. So we'll suffer. Some part of us will suffer. Our health will bring in toxic relationships, or something will suffer. Something will reveal where we're not truly being kind to ourselves. It'll be revealed. And then that's good. That's life showing us. This is where you need to clean up. There's cleanup here needed. We always have another chance. Clean up. So spirituality is an awakening, is closing that gap between what you know to be true and truth itself. It closes and closes until it's just one truth. And the listening is here, just listening. Refinement, it happens in the moment. Now go this way. It's a moving truth. It's not static. Truth is truth, but the way you live it is not static. The awakening comes with responsibility. And that's what they call the razor's edge, you know? But it's a delight. It's so such a relief to have that guidance be so clear as it gets increasingly clear inside of living in integrity, that razor's edge. It's not like scary anymore. Like, oh, I would fall off the edge. Well, when we fall off and we step off into delusion, the more that we're living in truth, the more that will impact you. That's why they call it the razor's edge. The impact gets more refined. It penetrates you more. The ouch the ouch, this hurts when we're not speaking truths, honoring truths, being kind to others in our language, being authentic as possible.